Hi, and welcome back to Legionero Designs, where I share my love of planning and I take you along with me on my journey of learning how to use AI. So in a video I think I showed you all how I was trying to use Talking Photos and Video Express to make a video. I believe it was the closing the laptop video that I did for spring break. So I did a couple of other videos using CloneVoice, Talking Photos, and Video Express. And I wanted to show you, I'm starting to promote my book more. I'm sure I've mentioned this on the channel. I wrote a book back in 2009 called Deception Disguised as Love. It did pretty well when I first put it out. Then I stopped promoting. I was with a publishing company. They closed, so they sold me the rights to my book for $99. And then I self-published on Amazon KDP, promoted the book again. It did well. Stopped promoting again. So now I'm trying to use some of these tools that I've invested in to help me promote my book again. So the first two I'm going to show you are from Talking Photos, and I can't remember if I showed you these already. If I did, forgive me. And then the last one I'm going to show you I did was I used Video Express. And then I'm going to try to do a video here to do a second type promotion video for my book. All right, so here's the first one I did with Talking Photos.
Jessica is a young, successful marketing executive who thinks she is in an honest and loving relationship. She then finds out that her whole relationship has been a lie. She soon meets a loving man who wants to heal her heart, but will she push him away or take a chance on love? Veronica is an elementary school teacher who is married with 2 children, but finds out that her husband, Troy, is having yet another affair, and she is fed up. When all of their lives collide, the consequences could be deadly.
All right, so here's the second one that I did with Talking Photos.
I ran out of the coffee shop so fast that I almost knocked one of the employees down. I couldn't catch my breath, my chest started to hurt, and my vision became blurred. I could feel myself falling, and someone caught me before I hit the ground.
And here's the one I did with Video Express with the same audio.
I ran out of the coffee shop so fast that I almost knocked one of the employees down. I couldn't catch my breath, my chest started to hurt, and my vision became blurred. I could feel myself falling, and someone caught me before I hit the ground.
All right, so really like the this video right here. It turned out way better than I thought it would. So I decided that I was going to do the process again and see if I could make some more promotional videos for my book. So this is the process that I go through. I start out with CloneVoice, and I really do think for this, what I'm doing, I don't think CloneVoice is really necessary, but since I have it, I'm going to use it. I initially got CloneVoice because it says you can create audiobooks, and I want to eventually make my book an audiobook. So that's something I want to look into, and hopefully in the near future I'll be able to do that. But I'm going to do create audio, and I have my script here, what I wanted to say. So I'm going to name it Upset. I'm going to select my voice, which I recorded my own voice. So here in the system, I'm going to do cloned, and I'm the only voice under here, so I'm just going to choose mine, English, and I'm going to copy and paste this into the script part, And then you have to do that you read the terms and conditions. And I'm going to hit create new audio, and it brings the audio up this way. It does segments, right? And then I hit generate audio. And depending on how long the audio is how long it takes to process. Because this audio is really short, you see it's already complete. And then we can listen to it.
I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I slammed the phone down onto the cradle. I couldn't take it anymore. Tears started to run down my face, and I felt like I could no longer breathe. I cried for about an hour.
All right. So I don't like the flow of this. This happened on the very first time I did a Clone Voice audio. There's this long pause. So what I would end up doing, I would delete it. And I did reach out to the developers about it. They said they would check into it. But then, you know, some people were just like, you just have to make sure when you're editing your video that you can, you know, you can edit that. You can tweak this. Hold on, Cradle. I couldn't. So I'm going to try it again just to see if it still has that pause. But once I get the voice right, then I'll go over to VideoExpress. I don't need talking photos actually for this.
I couldn't believe what I was hearing, so I slammed the phone down onto the cradle. I couldn't take it anymore. Tears started to run down my face, and I felt like I could no longer breathe. I cried for about an hour.
So that's not bad. There's still this space here. So I'll just keep playing with it until I get it right. Because I'm trying to avoid having to take the audio and edit that. I want to do as less editing as possible to the audio. So I'll come back once I like it, and then we'll go into VideoExpress and I'll show you the rest. Okay, so it only took one more time. I deleted the old audio and tried it again, and this is what I got.
I couldn't believe what I was hearing, so I slammed the phone down onto the cradle. I couldn't take it anymore. Tears started to run down my face, and I felt like I could no longer breathe. I cried for about an hour until I fell asleep.
This is much better. I like it. So now that this is done, I'm going to download it. There is a way to upload from Clone Voice, because I've connected Clone Voice, Talking Photos, and VideoExpress together, but for some reason I can't. There's some things I can't do, and I need to put some questions in the Facebook group. I just haven't had time to do it. So over here in VideoExpress, I want to do, I think, image to video. Right, so I need to select an image. I've already brought my images over from Artistly, because I have Artistly as well. So here's my image that I like to use. Right. And then here you would type in what you want her to be doing in the video. So the first part, I want to make sure I put a check mark in video length booster, because I believe the original is 4 seconds and I want it to be at least an 8-second clip. So the first part is I couldn't believe what I was hearing. So I'm going to put, she is sitting on a sofa with a phone to her ear, looking shocked. And I'm going to change this to a 3D character. I don't want to enhance my video prompt because sometimes it adds in things that are unnecessary. So I'm going to uncheck add enhance my video prompt. So I'm going to do create video. And then it'll let me know in the library once my video is complete. And I just look at the video to see if it's doing what I'm asking it to do. And then I move on to the next clip that I want to create for the video. So it lets you know up here when your video is ready, so you can hit show me. And I'm going to I double click on it and then I hit play. So it did not do at all what I asked it to do. She's not sitting on the sofa. She doesn't have a phone to her ear. She's looking shocked, but no. So we're going to do create with AI again and image to video. You may have to do this a couple of times. My artistly images, choose. She is sitting on her sofa, talking on her cell phone with a shocked expression. Right. Video length booster. Maybe I'll try the automatically enhance. I usually don't like what they do when I do the automatically enhance my video prompt. I'm going to copy and paste my prompt, and well, I'm going to try my prompt first, and then if it doesn't do it, I'll do automatically enhance my video prompt. So we'll give this a try again. It's trial and error. You have to keep doing it. It does not come out perfect every time. Oh, I meant to do 3D, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. All right, let's take a quick look and see what the new one looks like. Again, oh, well, we got the cell phone. And we got looking shocked. So let me see. So I might keep this one because I don't say anything about a sofa in my voiceover. So I might keep this one. I think I'll keep this one. Right. So now I'm going to work on the second part of the video. Well, I said I slammed the phone down on the cradle. In the video, I'm just going to slam the phone down on the door because when I wrote this book, we still had cordless phones and that, you know, that type of phone. Wrote it back in 2009, so forgive me. But I'll come back once I decide what prompt I want to write up for her slamming the phone down on the floor. All right, so we're gonna keep it simple. Create with AI, image to video. My artistly images. Right. And I'm just gonna say she slams her her cell phone. Let me see. She throws her cell phone to the ground. Or maybe I should say at the ground. She throws her cell phone at the ground. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Let's see. Change this to 3D. And then create video. Alright, so let's see what this one looks like. It's cute, but it's not what I want. Alright, so let's try to word the prompt differently. I think I knew the way I worded that prompt was off. But again, it's a process, so you have to be patient with what you're doing. She slams her cell phone down on a table. We'll try that. She slams her cell phone down on a table. Now, I might not take you through every single one of these, but I did want you to see the process and what it takes to make the video using Video Express. I watch a lot of videos on Video Express, talking photos and Clone Voice and all of that. And they're great videos, and some people do show you, you know, the good, bad, and the ugly. But I just wanted to make sure I'm straight up with you about what it takes to get these videos done. And again, I'm a super beginner. So, yeah, super beginner. Now, while we're waiting on that, in one of my last videos, I did, I made a clip art prompt builder. I think it was called Boss Woman or something like that. I actually updated it and I added more options. And it was easy to do. I just went into ChatGPT and I asked it for more options for clothing and hair and different things like that. And then I went back over to Canva and I asked it, you know, for each drop down, I said for the hair drop down, please add these options. And it did. And it was super easy. So I can show you that real quick, what it looks like now. Right. And these are password protected. So I paste my password in here. I'm not a robot. Bad robot. I used to love to hear that at the end of Alias. All right. So here's the generator. And before I only had like 5 options for the generator. I also changed the font color because it was like in white and you couldn't see it until you ran your mouse over it. But yeah, more options of the type of character. I added some like athletic type characters, like urban streetwear, boho chic, more skin tones I added. Makeup I stayed the same. Hair, more hairstyles, right? Outfits, accessories, more poses. I think the art style stayed the same. I think the lighting in the background stayed the same as well. And I also did a male clip art generator. Right. Password in here. Not a robot. Oh, this is the journal page one. This is not the male one. Okay, let me try that again. I think I got it right. I actually did not finish the journal page. I have a planner page generator, but not a journal page generator. Here's the mail one. I call it the Mail Muse engine. And it gives you different options to choose from mail characters, a lot of hairstyle options, a lot of clothing options, footwear, accessories, poses, facial expressions. So it has a lot of things you can choose from for the male characters, and you can always just let the generator pick for you, and you can click generate look and it will write out a prompt for you. You can add any custom details that you want to add. You can hit copy prompt. It'll copy the prompt and then take it over to the generator that you use. Let's see. Since I'm not really using CloneVoice, I'll come out of CloneVoice and I'll go over to ChatGPT. I don't know what, I clicked the wrong thing. So images and paste. I don't know what it's going to give me because I did not read the prompt. But we'll come back. I'll show you what it looks like. Let me see if my video is ready. Right, so video's ready. So let's see what we got. This might work. I don't know. I wanted like an angry slam down on the floor. That's to, follow the first video. She's kind of gently sitting it down on the floor. So let me work on this and I'll let you all know the results. I'm going to keep tweaking it. I'm still playing with the videos, trying to get the right fit. But I did want to show you the image that created from the mail prompt generator. And this was just from me doing random and just hitting generate look, and it randomly just grabbed things from here, made a prompt. And this is what the image looks like. I think it's awesome. So just wanted to show you that real quick. It is doing another video for me. Let's see. I think I could piece these together. Like I got this one for slamming down the phone on the table, so I think I can use that one. This is when with her hands on her chest, like she can't breathe. Let's see. Some of them I'm gonna keep. I'm not gonna use them in this particular video, but I might be able to use them for something else. So there were some that I deleted. So yeah, I'm still working on the videos, trying to get, each one of them right. And then when I finish, I'm going to put them down here on the timeline. The audio is 15 seconds long, so I'm going to just kind of edit the videos here on the timeline, trim them down so that they will fit into that 15-second audio. So this one just finished, so let's see what this one looks like. Ooh, those tears are awful. And I said she was crying with tears running down her face. Yeah, I don't know about that. Those tears look too fake. I'm going to try one more, trying to get her to cry. And then I'm just going to move on to the last one. Try to get a video showing her falling asleep. So I think with the crying one, I'm just going to say, she's crying with her face in her hands. I'll try that and come back and let you know. Okay, so what I will say about this is you have to be patient. You have to be patient. Let's see. I was trying to get a video of her laying down on the sofa, falling asleep. And I did try the enhance your prompt feature, just not working for me. So let me tell you what I did. I do want to show you one where I did get the sofa in there. Yeah, so I did get the sofa in there, but it just would not give me her laying down sleeping on the sofa. So what I did, I went over to Artistly and I did consistent character, and I uploaded my character, and this is the first one it gave me. I would prefer her hands not being in her pocket, but that's how the image is, and her not to be smiling because this is not, she's sad. But I'm getting tired, so then I asked it. I went to, that's the first image I got. Then I went to AI Design Assistance, and I asked it to change the sofa to white, and I did ask for it for her not to be smiling, but she's still smiling. I'm okay with it. So I'm going to go over here to Video Express and see image to video, select my Artistly. May have to upload my Artistly photos again so that new one can get import from Artistly. Here we go. Import. Alright, so now create with AI, image to video, my Artistly images. Can you make this up for what? Okay. She is sleeping peacefully on the sofa. So we'll see what that comes up with, and maybe I can start to edit the clips that I have. Okay, so I think I've gotten as close as I'm gonna get with this. Let's see. I don't think I need that one. Let me read my excerpt. I can't believe I'm here. No, I might. Nah. Oh, yeah, this one is better. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to Put this down on the timeline. Alright, I'm gonna play it. Right, and I'm gonna stop it there, and then I'm gonna hit the cut button. Let me make sure I have the video selected down here on the timeline. Hit the cut button, and I'm gonna right click and delete the part that I don't want. Right. My goal is to get this down to 15 seconds because that's how long the audio is. Right. So let's see. That was the first one. Now I'm looking for the one where I'm putting the phone down on the table. I think this one is it, yeah. My phone is a different color in the clips. It's all good. I think I want about maybe there, and then cut. Right click, delete. Trying to stop it at a good spot. I think that's a good spot. Right, cut, delete. I'm just trying to get all the clips before I put them together to make the 15 seconds. This is the one that and I think I say I'm crying before I feel like, let's see. Oh yeah, that's the one with the horrible fake tears. Oh goodness. Okay, so yeah, this one I want. Right, I'm gonna hit cut, delete that. Okay. And then see. Trying to find the sofa one. It's not that one. That one looks like I'm sleeping standing up. Alright, this is the one I want. Okay. Cut, delete. and then the last one is this one. Okay. So I think I'll primarily work on these. Let's see. I'm going to put them all together to see how much time I have. And this is the 12-second mark right here. So I have a few seconds I can add. All right, so let's see. So there's something I can do. Let me think it over in my head. I can put the audio down here. Audio. Let's see. Import media. Import from CloneVoice. Let me figure it out. Y'all, it was already in here. Import from CloneVoice. Upset is the name of it. Import selected. Yes. So it's in my CloneVoice folder. Alright, so let's see. Media library. My CloneVoice audio. Boom. Alright. So I got my audio down here. So let me listen and look and see how it looks.
I couldn't believe what I was hearing, so I slammed the phone down onto the cradle. I couldn't take it anymore. Tears started to run down my face, and I felt like I could no longer breathe. I cried for about an hour until I felt.
Okay. So I need to stretch some of these things out. So I may not need this one. We'll see. Let's see.
I couldn't believe what I was hearing. Slammed the phone down onto the cradle.
Okay. So that looks like it matches up pretty good.
Couldn't believe what I was hearing, so I slammed the phone down onto the cradle.
All right.
I couldn't take it anymore. Tears started to run.
Okay, so I think maybe I'm going to add. Let me go back to media library. Not my images, that's not what I wanted. My videos. So I think I'm going to go back to the one where this one. Yep. I'm going to add this. Okay. Let's see which part of this I want.
I couldn't take it anymore. Tears started to run down my face, and I felt like I could no longer breathe.
Okay.
Face. And
so let's cut that. Delete that. Alright, so let's try this one.
I couldn't take it anymore. Tears started to run down my face, and I felt like what I was hearing, so I slammed the phone down onto the cradle. I couldn't take it anymore. Tears started to run down my face, and I felt like I could no longer breathe.
Okay. This is coming out good, y'all. All right. What do I say next?
I cried for about an hour asleep.
Okay.
I couldn't take it anymore. Tears started to run down my face, and I felt like I could no longer breathe. I cried for.
All right, so let me see. Is this a copy button? So let me copy this. Oh. And let me hit paste. Okay. Okay, I'm learning. I'm learning in real time, y'all.
Cradle. I couldn't take it anymore. Tears started to run down my face, and I felt like I could no longer breathe. I cried for about an hour until I cried for about an hour.
Here we go. And I can delete this because I don't need it.
Until I fell asleep.
Ah, y'all, I love it. All right. Cut. I think I got it.
About an hour until I fell asleep.
Y'all, I think this is it. I got it. So let's watch it from the beginning.
I couldn't believe what I was hearing, so I slammed the phone down onto the cradle. I couldn't take it anymore. Tears started to run down my face, and I felt like I could no longer breathe. I cried for about an hour until I fell asleep.
I got it, y'all. I got it. So I'm just going to export this and it'll be ready to go. So thank you so much for coming along on this journey with me. I didn't use talking photos at all. But you can see this process and how long it takes. This has taken me hours. I was actually working while I was doing it. But it did take me a few hours to do this. So you see the process. You have to be patient. But you'll eventually get something that you like. Is it perfect? No. But it's going to serve the purpose that I need it to serve. Again, I am an affiliate for Video Express, Talking Photos. I'm not sure if Clone Voice has a affiliate link, and also Artistly. So if you decide to buy these products, please use my link. I get a small commission, no extra charge to you. All right, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.